This week's activity is really a way for you to start building that bundle in a really tangible way. And so this week we want you to spend some time somewhere in your community. If you live in a place where there's beautiful environment like where we are at right now, go onto that land and spend some time and try not to be distracted. Try to just be for a moment. You can put a timer on your phone for a few minutes just to sit quietly and just try to calm your mind a little bit. And then, when you're in that space, you might want to look on the land and see if you're drawn to anything. Particularly if you see any stones or twigs or pieces from the land that you might want to carry with you to remind you of that kind of serenity you might feel when you're on the land. And to select that object to carry with you. So we have some tokens here, and this is what the activity is for this week, is to find a grounding token. And so this is my grounding token. It is a part of my bundle, and it's just a stone that I found when I was last visiting my home community. So I'm from Constance Lake First Nation, which is in Treaty 9 territory in Northern Ontario, but I currently live in Toronto, and I have lived in Toronto my entire life. And I've often felt disconnected from my territory and disconnected from my family and my ancestors. And so the last time I was home, I felt drawn to this rock, this grandfather. And it came from a place in my community that is a place where boats go off onto the river system, and my family have traveled that river system since time immemorial. And so to me, this token represents my connection to that place and also to my ancestors. So, I can really feel connected in that way when I just kind of think in the present moment and try to think about where this grandfather has been before it's come into my life. And so we want you to try to practice that this week by finding a grounding token for yourself. And when you do find that grounding token, just sitting with that token and seeing if you can remain in the present moment and connecting with the token. So you want to connect with the token physically. So I can feel that the way that this curves to my hand. I can feel the smoothness of the rock. I can feel that it has kind of a cool temperature when I touch it. I can connect with it emotionally. So when I am holding the token, I can think about what I'm feeling in my body. So I'm feeling kind of a calm. I'm feeling a bit of a warm feeling inside. I can also connect with it mentally by, thinking about it and connecting with it in my mind. Thinking about what it represents to me, thinking about the connection I want to have with it. And then I can also connect with it spiritually. By really trying to honor the spirit of this rock. And I might want to think about where this rock has been before it's come to me, the memories that it holds, the knowledge that it holds within this rock. And so when you bring something like a grounding token into your life, into your bundle, you treat it as though it is a best friend or a family member. You care for it, you ensure that it's safe. We have different places for our bundle items to sit so that they're covered and they're secure, like in a warm blanket. And so you might want to keep that in mind when you're choosing a token. How are you going to care for this token over the course of the next 6 weeks and potentially onward? You might want to hold this token in your pocket so that when you're feeling those feelings that feel like they're overwhelming, you can just reach into your pocket and just hold it. And no one needs to even see that you're doing that. This is just for you, and you don't have to share it with anyone. This is just your own tool to be able to ground yourself when things seem to be getting out of control.